Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Roberts. Happy Prime Day. I hope you're finding some great deals with us, and thanks for hanging out live as well. So we spent a lot more time at home this year. I pretty much spent the whole year, it seems like, standing right here in the kitchen feeding my family. But one of the things that we don't really think about a lot when it comes to what we give our families is potentially what's coming out of the tap and the health and safety of the water in our home. So Waterdrop is an awesome water filtration company that is using some really new technology to make our water better tasting and certainly better for us. This is the Waterdrop reverse osmosis drinking water filtration system, and it's actually the first reverse osmosis system in the US to do a couple of things. To start with, it's tankless and it works with composite filters. So let's talk about the tankless for a minute. Usually, and the reason I've never had one before now, reverse osmosis systems have a side tank. So when you kind of look at your setup, if I'm going to put the filter housing and a tank under here, I'm out of room. And honestly, I've never been willing to do that. So this one's extra special because it is tankless. This is going to slide right in under your sink, take up maybe half of the cabinet, and then the rest you get back to use whatever you want. It hooks right up to this great faucet I'll show you in a second on the sink, and you've got awesome drinking water on demand. Now the filtration itself, very high tech. So there are 3 different filters, but they do 7 stages of filtration amongst them. So they're multitasking the entire time the water is going through them. Now, why does that matter to you? Because these 3 filters in their 7 stages are going to remove more than 1,000 contaminants. Stuff you don't even want to think about that's going on in your water. 99.97% of things like bacteria, viruses, stuff we're worried about right now. Also lead, chlorine, things that make your water taste bad, things that make your water smell bad. All of that gets filtered out so that what you're left with is crystal clear and clean, and not to mention great tasting. So this is also powered by its own internal pump. That's going to give me water that fills at 12 seconds per cup. That's much faster than most reverse osmosis filtration systems. If you've ever seen one or worked with them, they usually just kind of drip out. So I like that this one's got good flow. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And what really matters is, of course, how it tastes. So I'm impressed by the fact, too, that I've got an indicator so that every time I turn on this faucet, I see that blue light, I know that filtration is happening. If it's flashing blue on and off, I'm not being filtered. If it turns to yellow or red, it might be time to change my filters. So there's never any mystery about what's going on under my sink, and it's all coming out there with indicators on the faucet. Now, if I do need to change the filter, this doesn't require any special tools or any special industry knowledge. It's just a twist and a pull. In fact, installation itself really well laid out by Waterdrop. I'm certainly by no means a fancy plumber. I was able to figure this out without any problem and get it secured right there on my countertop.